about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play fake. Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Murray to air it out again. Steps away. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. To throw on 2nd down. Stern. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The slot man in motion right. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Stern. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stern. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to work. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Swim.
Murray now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far, and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Give him a gain of completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And Walker once more. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Garabay's kick is good,
and that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Murray.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Green.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Overhaul.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
167 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Walker with another carry.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hand off here to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Stern. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that's going to tie us at 13. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And going right back to Walker.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give for Edwards running right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Off the play fake. Stern.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now a run with Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stern. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Stern. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot.
This for the lead in the final stages.
Garibay's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Murray to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Escaping the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. They dialed up a 3rd-and-1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation,
the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a tough one at home now.